In today's solo YouTube video podcast, we are going to be talking about figuring out your thing after network marketing. Because after you have spent so many years in direct sales, MLM, network marketing, so many are paralyzed because coming off of either a company dissolving or a team burning out or you just being burnt out, fizzling out, running out of bandwidth. In a way, you're processing it a lot like a breakup. In a way, either you feel like you did the dumping or you've been dumped, and there is a bit of this grieving process and a rebirth. And I don't want to discount that, but I think what's also important is that we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves to figure out our thing. My name is Kayla Ibanez. I have helped people either still operating in the network marketing space or leaving it, figure out their thing and create businesses through monetizing UGC, their own offers. My clients have earned a cumulative over $1.1 million outside of network marketing. And so helping people figure out their thing is kind of my thing. But one of the biggest things that I was actually reminded about recently when one of my really good friends, who was one of the people who very much vocally spoke out about one of the top network marketing companies and very much ruffled feathers online, when she wrote me a message about how she feels now that she is a couple weeks into her business venture outside of network marketing, despite stepping away from network marketing. I want to say it's been about 3 years, maybe even a little bit more. It just really reminded me about figuring out your thing happens in your own time. And as much as I love helping people figure out their thing, I don't force them into a thing that's not a good fit. And I also don't force them to do it on anyone's timeline other than their own. Yes, sometimes we're up against a lot, like we really need to make money, but this process is really organic and it does evolve over time, even with expert consultation, coaching, and strategy. But there are some things that you can kind of do in your day-to-day life that can kind of make figuring out your thing a lot more natural and can kind of speed up that self-discovery process. Because at the end of the day, someone can help you with a bird's eye view and kind of view the things that you're good at and the things that you're passionate about in a way that you might not have been able to understand or see from your own vantage point. But ultimately, no one can figure it out for you or do the work to get it moving for you. And for a lot of people, it needs to be in that correct timing. But for today, let's go into some things that have really helped my clients that have been moving away from network marketing, what really helped them feel the most at home with themselves and with business to allow this process just to feel that much better and not forced. The biggest thing, number one, is avoid getting sucked into bad habits and previous behaviors. A lot of people do really get suckered into jumping from one network marketing company to another because it's groupthink. They don't want to feel like they're missing out on something, or they feel like they won't have community if they don't follow what the masses are doing. It's no secret that people take action in groups. This is a human psychology, sociology thing. But if you want to be able to figure out what is truly meant for you, you have to break patterns and you have to break old habits. And so breaking patterns can be anything as simple from changing up the environment that you do work in, that you create content in. It could mean different activities. Maybe you do your work at a different location. Maybe it's a coffee shop or a library instead of your office. Maybe you try getting comfy and working from bed. Maybe instead of watching TV while you work, you put on a new playlist. Maybe you work in silence. Maybe it's headphones versus no headphones. All of these little things truly make a huge difference because remember, similarly, when you change businesses, especially when something happens like a company dissolving and it's a lot like a breakup, how do you get over a breakup? Is you don't constantly go back to the same restaurants and hang out with the same people that you always used to. You have to break patterns and build up new habits. Rearranging your office could also be a really great thing. Maybe it's time to upgrade your laptop. This could be a great opportunity to do it. Something else that my clients have absolutely loved is going through their camera roll and maybe just deleting a ton of things from that previous business chapter that they don't need to hold on to, that no longer serves them. I'm not saying delete every freaking memory you ever had or people from, things from retreats or summits or any of that. No, keep memories, but maybe there's different notes and activity trackers and all of those things that just were not an enjoyable part of business. Delete those things off your computer, off your documents, off your camera roll, off your Google Drive. Get rid of all that stuff that you truly don't need. Go through your Facebook friends list. And with that being said, also, maybe it's time to analyze some friendships. Are there people in your life that you realize that friendship was very much conditional and or transactional? Not saying you have to do this big public breakup with those, but maybe just distance yourself. Maybe mute, maybe you don't have to unfriend or unfollow, but maybe just distance yourself in interactions, because remember, setting up new habits and setting up new patterns, this is a huge, huge piece of it. Another thing that was huge for me personally, even just making pivots in business, but this was also huge for a lot of my clients, is do something outside of your comfort zone that challenges you. This could be something like a hobby or even trying something new in business. Maybe you've been terrified to go live and you're going to start going live. Maybe it's going to be, trying something new for the first time. Maybe it's going out to eat or going to the movies by yourself and you've never done it. Doing those two things, honestly, was such a huge boost to my confidence. And it really taught me that I don't just have to follow and do things that other people are doing. I can do something on my own. And if I want to do something, I can go and do it. I don't have to wait for groups to want to do it or wait for other people to make decisions for me. It really is a great lesson, if you will, in trusting yourself, trusting your decision making, and realizing that the things that you want, you can have without needing to micromanage or do all of these things for other people. That has been such a game changer for my clients as well. And it seems so silly and so simple, but it really is huge. Another thing when it comes to social media and developing an even better relationship with social media as you move away from MLM network marketing is to create content without needing it to amount to something, without needing it to amount to a sign up or a sale. You're creating because you know the message will resonate. You're creating because it's fun. You're creating because it showcases who you are. Not everything needs to be the sale, the sign up. And a lot of the times that is a rewiring and a habit that really needs to be broken to allow you to really enjoy the fun and the creative process that is social media and content creation. If social media feels really heavy, you're going to absolutely love this. And with that too is create before you scroll, especially if you find yourself in that comparison trap. What a lot of people do is they say they're scrolling for ideas or inspiration, but all you're doing is comparing yourself and minimizing your own accomplishments and what you believe you can do because it won't be as good as so-and-so, or I can't do it like that, but I want to. And all of that is insanely silly. So create before you scroll. And you might even find that when you do that, you scroll a heck of a lot less. You don't need to scroll for inspiration. You don't need to scroll for ideas. You have them. You've just spent so many years minimizing your own ideas, just like you've spent so much time minimizing your goals and what you want because you just wanted to be a part of the community and do what they want. You've been making yourself small for way too long, and now it's time for you to trust yourself, trust your ideas, and trust what you are doing because this is your business, your brand, where you're going. Yes, operating in the network marketing space was not inherently your business, but what you built and what that fit into, that is your business. The network marketing element was just one of those income streams, and I will say that on and on and on. The network marketing company is not your business. You have a business. The network marketing company is like an accessory to the outfit. It's not the entire outfit. It's not who you are. It doesn't define you. And then kind of going along with it, man, go get back to some hobbies outside of business. Maybe it's a previous hobby. Maybe it's picking up a new hobby. Like for me, really digging into diva dance was something I didn't realize I needed as much as I really did. I used to teach dance fitness in a chapter of life when I was 21 years old. I'm now about to be 35 this year. And I didn't realize how much I actually miss that part of myself and who I am, something that I enjoy. And I feel in many ways, I'm still kind of coming out of my shell and allowing myself to take up space and be seen. But it's really given me so much more that I never realized. And I didn't join with a friend or with a family member. I went on my own, knowing nobody else there. And old Kayla would never do that. But it's one of those things that when you do it, you show other people that they can do it too. And you prove to yourself so many things that you maybe said a couple months ago, oh, I could never do that. You say that until you do it. And then you're like, dang, that actually wasn't that hard. And so these are some ways you start to essentially build your life without allowing network marketing, your previous business, or how you used to operate to make those decisions for you. And it's one of those things that creates an environment and creates opportunities for that thing that is truly yours to come to the surface because it's been hiding. It's not that you don't have it in you. It's there. It's just in many ways, it's been hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to be in the right place, in the right chapter, in the right frame of mind to discover it and find it. If you liked this episode, if you like this message, please comment below this video. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do. I'm really building it up in this new phase of life. And if you want to scroll way far back, you can see my origin story. And that's why I'm using this YouTube channel, because it literally goes all the way back to the beginning of when I started in the online space a very long time ago. And I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Kayla Ibanez, and check the links for all the good stuff in the description.